Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Excuse me, miss. What's that ding-ding noise?
Oh, that's customers collecting points from a frequent shopper program.
Okay.
Each time you shop with your frequent shopper card, you earn points, which can be redeemed for future discounts on purchases. Seems like you don't have one.
Nope.
You can sign up today and start collecting your points.
Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Alrighty, and of course we want to say hello and welcome to another Mikey Live program. I'm your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, that is Grenada. The pleasure is mine to be back with you for another day, and of course we've got a few things to tell you about on the program for tonight. Hey, to the first-time viewers, we are saying hello, hello, hello. What's going on? And to the usual suspects, listen, there are people who've been here from day one, and they don't miss a program. Would you imagine that? Like years on end, there are people who are on the program and they don't miss, you know. And yeah, I appreciate that very much. So big up to all. All right. So dead fishes at Grandin's Beach. What might have caused that? We'll talk to you about that in a while. Police Welfare Branch Board elections. We're going to talk about that as well. The Calypso Monarch competition is coming up on the weekend. We're talking about the Independence Calypso final. We'll talk about that. And MPs to celebrate 50th Independence anniversary with special joint sitting. What else we have to tell? Oh, rainwater harvesting. The regulation consultation reaches its final stages. All right. What else we have to tell you about? Oh yeah, that road by Woodlands. like the woodlands, the cliff and stuff like that. Yeah, closed, temporary closure. We'll talk to you about that and other things on the business we're going to be talking about in a while. Welcome, 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 folks. We gotta let you know the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel Nawasa, Real Value, IGA Supermarket, Superb Distributors, Infinite Contractors. We also have on board with us the good folks at the Beacon Insurance. Big up all the whole self, all right? So we're taking a break, and when we come back, it could be real news in Olelili Lolo. Someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments. Did you sell that lucky person? Might just be you.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
Let's start 2024 with a bang, because on Sunday, January 28th, we head to the Victoria Park in Grenville as Exclusive Sound presents a $150,000 Mega Bingo.
Wait, hold up, are you serious?
Come here, my baby. $150,000 in cash and prizes. Bingo time 5 p.m. and your ticket $60 for one, 100 for two, and hosted by Shortleg. Victoria Park in Grenville is where the action is gonna be. It's a big money Sunday. Sunday, January 28th, $150,000 Mega Bingo. Come win yourself some cash.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, so no. Fully 1 week. Nah. Telling you. You them boss dragon. Hello. Bingo. You see that? About 10 that them man make a hard day, man. Me a 38 man. But you man 92. Yeah. You the number one run, man. That easy. No what? Nice. Yeah. Number one. Yeah, me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number one rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Yeah, but if it's one thing, we have to say, right, is that the Grenadian people, right, they like their rum. When it comes to rum, they don't play that. They like their rum. And also, big up, we've got Classcoat on board. They have been a support to this program for a number of years. So big up all the whole self. All right, Classcoat. So, dead fishes at Grand Dance Beach has been a talk of a concern. People wondering, why are they seeing so many dead fishes on Grand Dance Beach? Well, we have been told unofficially, in other words, when I say unofficially, because we do not have the authority to literally speak on the matter. But in other words, they will say, you know what, don't panic. That's just because these are freshwater fish, all right, and somehow would have gotten out of its natural habitat. So maybe the fishes were washed out into that particular area, wash out to the mouth of the river somewhere, through the mouth of the river somewhere, and then the waves bring it back onto the shore. All right. So that basically is the explanation that we've gotten. So they were saying that there is no need to panic. It's not Some people were saying Cheryl. Someone then, who is Cheryl? What does that have to do with a woman? Who is Cheryl? And then I reading one, I'm like, oh! You remember Apostle Jesus? Well, listen, all you should know that after 8 days, Grenadians move on and they forget things. I'm like, who is Cheryl? Who is the Cheryl everybody talking about? You know, like, no. Believe you me, I forget everything. I forget everything I want to speak this woman. Well, because I know she should be in jail, I don't know. But I know the UK system could be a little slow too, in terms of prosecuting cases and stuff like that, you know. So, Yeah, long time ago. Yeah, my friend, man. I should check up on my friend. See how my friend doing. Yeah, boy. Anyway, so they are saying that there is no need for concern. That's not anything more than what it is. Freshwater fish getting into the sea and being washed back onto the shore by the waves. So yeah, no panicking, no ubia. Yeah, no. You think Grenadians easy? Anyway, we're coming back to that just now. So, that the Police Welfare Branch Board election, you understand? Elections of the officers, but we wanted to tell you that, right? So, the election of the officers that is to serve on the various branch boards of the Police Welfare Association is being held today, Thursday, 25th. I don't know if they finished already. They said they were supposed to finish at 6, but all you know how these things and them just go. You understand? 5 election centers have been established throughout the state of the island, throughout the state, around the country. And that was in order to facilitate the voting process. You understand? So there shall be 3 branch boards as follows. Junior branch board comprising 12 constables. Subordinate branch board comprising 10 corporals. Senior branch board comprising of 7 sergeants or inspectors. All right. 3 members from the junior branch board, 2 from the subordinates, and 2 from the senior branch board shall form the central committee, of which there shall be elected a chairman, secretary, and treasurer. All right. So all you organize all yourself and think. All you tell me who win the minute and who win and thing and whatever come out. Yes. We're moving on. The National Water and Sewage Authority, NWASA, they are undertaking a vital project as part of its ongoing maintenance initiative, and it is to do with Concord. All right? So it's happening at its Concord and Mount Pleasant water treatment plants. Now, the core of this initiative involved the removal and replacement of the domes on both the clear water storage tanks, which are essential components in the final stage of the water treatment process. Now, we had a little ad, and the ad shows you the different processes and so on. So we have a special news story where that is concerned. We take you over to our reporter.
Domes covering the steel tanks at both sites have shown signs of compromise, with structural integrity issues that, if left unaddressed, could lead to potential disruptions in operations at both water treatment plants. These facilities play a central role in supplying water to the Concord and Mount Pleasant regions, encompassing areas from Concord Road into the city of St. George's and from Grand Roy to Moran, respectively. Engineer Todd Labari, who has oversight of the project, explains.
There is a certain level of structural failure that could occur if these domes are not changed. As you can see, there are some small sags in the roof, and we want to be proactive with it and change them before they have any negative impacts on the operations at the plant as well as the supply areas that Concord and Mount Pleasant feeds.
To proactively manage the impact on consumers during the 2-month project duration, January to March, NWASA emphasizes the importance for residents in the affected areas to maintain active water storage. The potential effects include possible interruptions and reduced water availability during peak demand periods, especially on weekends.
That means that the customer at this point must actively have storage. We always advise and advocate that customers have some level of storage, but we're employing even more on the customers in this area who would be in the affected zone while this project is going on, that you have to have active storage for those points in times when the supply may be limited or interrupted.
NWASA is implementing various measures to mitigate inconveniences, including hydraulic simulations, deployment of water trucks and wagons, and rerouting nearby systems to reduce demand on these systems. Elevated areas may experience reduced water pressure during peak times, and NWASA encourages customers to be proactive in requesting water deliveries in advance.
It takes a certain level of proactivity. You have to look at your supply anticipate when it may run out, and you make that call in advance. If you do it now, for now, it is impossible for them to meet that need immediately. There are other areas that are being supplied. There are other customers who may have the same issue as you. So we implore on customers to be proactive. When you have your supply, you note how long it may last you based on your patterns and based on your experience of using it previously, and be proactive in your endeavors to contact NAWASA so that you get your delivery of your water supply on time.
The project is strategically scheduled during the early stages of the dry season to minimize the risk of heavy rainfall interruptions. However, NAWASA advises all customers in the affected zones to remain vigilant and ensure they have sufficient active water storage. In response to potential inconveniences, NAWASA has engaged in a comprehensive communication plan informing key stakeholders such as medical stations, police, fire departments, schools, health centers, and tourism entities. The authority assures the public that safety measures have been prioritized and every effort will be made to minimize disruptions, particularly in the Concord tourist zone. NAWASA acknowledges the cooperation and understanding of the general public and affected customers during this crucial infrastructure upgrade. The authority remains committed to ensuring the safety and reliability of water supply systems, ultimately contributing to the well-being of the communities it serves.
Thank you very much. Grenada is reported to be going full speed ahead with the implementation of the rainwater harvesting regulation, which will ultimately be enacted into law. Now, a series of public consultation in this regard reached its final stage recently. The consultations were held basically to raise awareness among the general population about the approaches surrounding rainwater harvesting. The project is being undertaken by the German Development Agency, that's the GIZ. Now, the program was designed for Grenada, emerging out of a national assessment of key public and private sector stakeholder institutions and select communities, followed by national workshops. Now, the consultation on the regulations appear to be a major phase as it pertains to the future of rainwater harvesting here. Now, the program is framed against the global vision of Integrated Water Resource Management, the IWRM, with a broad objective to contribute to the conservation of water resources of the Caribbean through adoption of sustainable water management and conservation technologies. And of course, it's something that we have not really focused on a lot, but we should. You know, sometimes you have so much rain, the water goes nowhere. Just goes to waste. And one day later, we are left without water in our taps because we just don't have proper systems that it's going to capture this water and use it in a positive way. So the way we grew up, water in a pipe is the only water that we should be using. But this is 2024, you know, we should consider rainwater harvesting because we get a lot of rain. In fact, half of the year is rain, and we do nothing with that water. We only depend on NAWASA to supply us with water. Who says that we cannot have proper systems where the water that we use to wash our dishes, to wash our clothes, to wash our cars, and to flush our toilets and so on, who says it cannot come from rainwater? Who says? Huh? Probably every house has a tank, has one tank in fact, that helps us store water that comes from NAWASA. But who says we cannot have a second tank that supplies our homes with water that we've harvested ourselves? And of course, they're looking into the regulation, as I've said, you know, because you know you can't just do it haphazardly. There must be some degree of structure, and that is why they are having these series of consultations. I saw that there were a lot of very interesting questions that were being asked and so on of the panel there. You know, these are things that you need to know about. You understand? It's not the juicy news that you like to hear, but these things really do inform how we move forward as a people and as families and individuals. Okay, so we are moving on. We're getting ready for the Calypso final. We are again in our independence mode, and the Calypso semi-final comes up this weekend. We have the order of appearance.
Order of appearance for the 2024 Independence Mona, on the 27th, of January, 8 p.m. at the bus terminus. Coming in first, we have Jason Joseph, Big J. Number 2, Nivian Cox, Cox. 3, Finley Jeffrey, Scholar. 4, Michael Prince, Prince. 5, Edson Francis, Teacher Eddie. 6, Sean Niles, so a serpent. 7, Keturah George, Keturah George. 8, Micah Joseph, Baraka. 9th, Jomin Simon, Superstar. And last but not least, Jerry Battis, Papa Jerry. So these are all the names of the artists and their order of appearance for the 2024 Independence Monarch competition.
The existing
All right,
domes
thank you very
covering the
much.
steel.
No, thank you, Wendy. All right. So there'll be a special joint sitting of the members of Parliament on the 6th of February in observance of Grenada's 50th independence anniversary. It's understood that the Clerk of Parliament has sent out invitations to these members for that purpose. Now, the occasion is viewed as being significant, with the country moving through its development stages over the few years, over about 5 decades, of having obtained control of its affairs away from the colonial Britain. Now, the gaining independence on the 7th of February was critical. It happened in 1974. Grenada was in a celebratory mode, and at the same time, that same thing applies for now. So over the years, when we first celebrated our independence, it was a big deal, and continues to be a big deal. The then father of independence, as they call him, Eric Matthew Gary, it must be remembered that on the 6th of February, the occasion was marked by a special joint sitting of the country's parliament. Thank you, Mikey. Small man making sign for me is just throwing me off. Where Prime Minister Sir Eric Matthew Gary addressed MPs and visiting dignitaries, including officials of the British Parliament. So we are keeping that tradition alive, all right? So we are hoping that everybody will show up and we'll come together, ding. Yeah. You understand? Father of independence, Sir Eric Matthew Gary. Grenada has since installed 9 prime ministers over the past 50 years, with Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell serving the longest of 23 years of his 40-year stint in the country's parliament. And the current Prime Minister, who is a career attorney, Dickon Mitchell, is serving his first term as Prime Minister. He's into his, second year? We're moving? All right. Right. So, I do like the vibes all y'all getting, I'm sure, for independence. Independence was killed, how much years ago, boy? A couple of years ago. I don't want to get too specific because people say politics, but the whole independence celebration, it was killed when we interfered with how we used the flag to celebrate. Y'all remember that? And then after that, everything just went downhill. So, here we are in 2024, and there are a lot happening. I have not seen independence celebrations like that in many years. You understand? So we're looking good, and I'm looking forward to the remaining activities in our 50th anniversary celebration. I'm really looking forward to it. The Ministry of Infrastructure, Public Utilities, Civil Aviation and Transportation has sent out notice to the public about a road closure. It says that the section of the Eastern Main Road from the roundabout at Springs to Upper Woburn Road, commonly referred to as the Cliff Road, St. George's, will be temporarily closed to vehicular traffic. That is on Saturday, 27th January through to Sunday, 28th from 9 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon on both days. Now, the closure is, they say, is reported to be a necessary one to facilitate preparatory work for the reconstruction of that road. So the public, particularly motorists, you are advised to use alternative routes on those days and times to get around. Routes. When I used to sing calypso, every time I meet our word, my instructor used to stop. Mikey. Ooh. I'm like, I'm trying to say it. Ooh. He never understood, okay, that based on everything, it's very hard to pronounce words like R, you know, O. So if there's a word that has an R and an O in it, worse it if you have a U behind that, you understand? It's going to be very difficult. Roots. Listen, that's a whole glass of sea moss I just burned out, you know? Listen, when they're saying our words, for me, it's like a burning 100 calories just by that one word. It's so much effort to say it. It might sound simple, but let me tell you this. I'm telling you, that is like 20 minutes of running. Roots. All right, so yes, the public, particularly motorists, you're advised to use alternative routes on the dates and times scheduled. Right, so what else do we have to tell you? I see that the clock is ticking, it's getting red. I have one bad clock inside here. Just tell me when it's time to shut up. I'm just going through to make sure that I told you most of the important things that I have on my list for tonight before I transition into a little break. Right, yes. So I think I can safely transition into a little break. But again, I'd like to encourage us to find a way to celebrate our independence. Find some way of celebrating. Find some way. I know that there's a certain push to get the community a little closer together. You know, even that. You know, find some little thing to do in the community. Maybe paint something, or have a cook, or have a night of community stories. Listen, we who grew up in the 80s, we grew up with those things, and it seems like all these things gone. You know, when the community come together and do something, make a tiny log, you don't even have to clean. Because some people complaining that, you know, they have their work to do, and when they come home, it's too late, so they can't go and cut bush. That's fine. But 8 o'clock in the night, you could get like a thing, tiny thing, and make a little tiny log. Tell all the young people, come and see how we make tiny log and tell stories of who were the pillars of our communities. These days, you don't know when last. So ask somebody when last they talk to their neighbor. When last you see your neighbor. I mean, you have some jaded neighbors these days, to be quite honest, you know. When there's no uniformity in values, that creates a big problem. If there's no uniformity in values, you find that people will just keep to themselves. All right? It was easier then because everybody who were in communities, the majority of people grew up in that community and understood what that community stood for. You don't tiffin your neighbor mango, you're not playing loud music. So then eventually those values become universal within the community. But when you have people just coming from everywhere and anywhere, and they are embedded within communities, and when you have more of the come in this community than the grew up in this community framework, then everything gone crazy. You understand? Then you find a lot of bickering. You find that there is the community spirit doesn't exist. Yeah, and that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. These days you find a tree fall, a branch take away half of the road, and that will stay there for weeks. Nobody is taking care of it because every man is to himself. You have a pipe break, right? Nobody is going to call Nawasa and say you have a pipe break. Everybody's saying, okay, that other person will call. I mean, not the first person to see that. I'm going to let the other person call. And when you call Nawasa, you know, I find I see a pipe break about 3 weeks now in X or Y community. Nawasa then tells you, but nobody called and reported. Like, what? 140 people in a small community. Nobody called and reported it? No, sir. No one called and reported it. 3 3 weeks. But they will call the radio and say, 3 weeks now you have a pipe in X community. Up to now. And now I always telling people to conserve water. But up to now, nobody from now outside of coming and fix the pipe. 3 weeks now. Ma'am, have you contacted Nawasa? No! I don't call Nawasa. They're supposed to come and fix the pipe for themselves. But how do you expect Nawasa to know about the broken pipe? Don't you know that's how it works? You understand? They don't have a beacon. They light up ping, 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 ping when a pipe bursts, and they look up in the air and they see something glowing and they know, oh, you have a burst piping in thing, or you have a burst pipe. It doesn't work that way. Even in the developed countries, somebody has to report it. Because it doesn't work by magic. Again, going back to the community spirit, every man for himself. We've gotten so selfish. So if independence is going to be one of those push to try to get us together, well, yeah, why not? Let me do it. And that's how we're working. So think about it. A little cook on anything, a little movie. Ivan did it. Don't let tragedy cause us to become that way again. Let's just, oh, you want somebody to declare Community Day? If you want the government to declare Community Day, that could be, let me call him, how to call him. Before, that's what all they want. I could get Community Day and I want a holiday for it too. You understand? If that's what you want. But we must have some sort of mechanism that is geared towards community spirit. Community, so it's not a project, it's not, not resource intensive. It is something simple that is going to bring the community together so that we can establish values, customs, and norms so that we can become a little more cohesive. We can have a little bit more unity, and communities can again establish unique identities. When they say Victoria, people like to throw stones, or they say Guelph, people like a jump up, or they go say this community like cook, like a lot of cook, or Carriacou like a lot of its history, to gravitate towards its history, or this community like this and that community like that. We could have safely said that about 20 years ago or 10 years ago, not very long ago. We could have safely speak of what communities are known for, and very positive things. 2024, it's hard to do that. But it's not impossible to get back to that kind of thing. It's not wishful thinking. It's not. You know what I mean? Yes. So, let me do something before something does. I'm taking a break, and I will be coming back shortly.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
me, miss. What's that ding-ding noise?
Oh, that's customers collecting points from a frequent shopper program.
Okay.
Each time you shop with your frequent shopper card, you earn points, which can be redeemed for future discounts on purchases. Seems like you don't have one.
Nope.
You can sign up today and start collecting your points.
Switch to a Ready Cash loan today. Bring your loan to us and get 25% off your interest rate. Get flexible payment terms, fast approval, and hassle-free service, so you can do all the important things you need with ease. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit us in-store or apply online at www.shopcourts.com. Courts Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Ever wonder how water goes from its natural source to coming out of our tap crystal clear and safe to drink? Well, let me introduce you to Grenada's National Water and Sewage Authority. They are the water wizards behind it all. A whopping 95% of all water comes from surface sources. This water might look muddy now, but wait until you see the transformation.
First, they add a non-toxic chemical to the water. This brings particles together, forming clumps in a process called coagulation. Next, a gentle stir helps the particles come together. This is called flocculation. Gravity does its thing and the clumps settle to the bottom. This is sedimentation. Then the water is passed through a bed of sand. This filtration removes up to 95% of bacteria. See the difference? Now our water is clear and nearly bacteria free. Lastly, chlorine is added for disinfection, killing any remaining bacteria and making the water safe to drink.
And that, my friends, is how Nawasa brings pure, refreshing water from their surface sources to our pipes, our wash pan, our buckets, whatever you think about.
This advertisement is the first in a series showcasing Nawasa's operations. Stay tuned for more in-depth insights into our services and initiatives.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
Let's start 2024 with a bang, because on Sunday, January 28th, we head to the Victoria Park in Grenville as Exclusive Sound presents a $150,000 Makeup Bingo.
Wait, hold up. Are you serious?
Come here, my baby.
$150,000 in cash and prizes. Bingo time 5 p.m. and your ticket $60 for one, 100 for two. And hosted by Shortleg, Victoria Park in Grenville is where the action is gonna be. It's a big money Sunday. Sunday, January 28th, $150,000. Mega Bingo. Come win yourself some cash.
Yeah, man, everybody. Yeah, dog, so no. Fully, 1 week. Nah, telling you. Yeah, them boss, dragon. Hello. Bingo. You see that? About 10, let them make a order, them, man. Me a 38, man. But you are 92. Yeah. Yeah. You the number one rum, man. That is it. No, what? Nice. Yeah. Number one. Ah, yeah, me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose class good. The number one rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Take one. Slide two. Let me slide through. Yeah. On the 6th of February, Grenada, Color Effect, Moonlight City, we sliding through. Make sure you're there. Come here, my baby. Come, let me show you niceness. Caribbean queen, you whine and you look the tightest.
Grenada, our beautiful pure island, is turning 50. And what better way to celebrate than with an evening that captures our heart, our spirit, our journey. Welcome to Up From Here, an experience of our past, present, and future. Join us at the National Cricket Stadium on Friday, February 2nd, as we revel in a spectacular showcase of Grenadian talent from our very own shores and from across the seas. Our artists are coming home to celebrate with us. Experience the rhythms that rocked our past and melodies that map our future. Live bands, sensational artists, dynamic dancers, all on one stage. And the best part, it's absolutely free. Gates open at 7 p.m. Showtime 8 p.m. Come early. Bring your family. Bring your friends. Let's fill the stadium with our pride, our joy, our unity. 50 years of music, talent, and creativity. This is our moment, Grenada. Let's celebrate. It's only Up From Here together. Stay connected to our social media pages for updates at Grenada turns 50.
All right. And of course, it is now time for the weather. What we can tell you is that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy and breezy with few light to moderate brief to widely scattered showers and some fair spells. Tonight's minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas are slightly rough to rough with waves 7 to 11 feet in northeasterly swells. A marine advisory is in effect. For Friday, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy and windy with few light to moderate brief to widely scattered showers and some fair spells. Max temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 25. Winds northeasterly to east northeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas slightly rough to rough, waves 7 to 11 feet in northeasterly swells. Tomorrow again, a marine advisory will remain in effect. Sunrise 6:32 a.m. and set at 6:06 p.m. And that is our weather report. Heading over to YouTube, we say big up to the people who are currently watching. All those of you who are currently chatting, hello to Marcel, Laverne, my mom, Celine, Tonia, and the rest of the folks who are usually there. We're saying hello to you. And likewise, we want to say hello to those of you who are on Facebook, to all the Facebook viewers, Java and the sharing committee. Hello to you. We have got Michelle, we've got Java asking people to share as usual, Shomin, Richie, Suzanne, Janelle, Claire, Shum, Agnes, Bernadette, Adorna, how are you? Jacinta, Joseph, Janelle again, who else is there? Margaret, Bermuda, Yvonne, Claire, Diana. You guys shared already? Let me see. Let me see who shared and who don't share. Let me see who shared and who did not share. There are some of you who have not shared. Tell me exactly why. Charmaine, tomorrow is your Sabbath rest. Okay. So who haven't shared? Joyous, did you share? Blessings to you as well. Joy. So we've got Joy. We've got Joyous. Joyous, did you share? Joy, did you share? Tell me. Who else didn't share? You know the thing, just tell me who share. And then I say, oh, so that one day and that one no share. Okay. Charmaine said I did share. Janelle. Okay, Janelle. Okay. So guys, I'm really looking forward to having you guys back again on our next Mikey Live program. Don't forget, just be the best person that you can. Even when people fret you and you just don't want to. Sometimes it's more about you, your peace of mind. So forget them. Let it work overtime. Let it work extra to make life hard for you. But you don't have to waste time. You don't have to waste sleep on people who are trying to make life hard for you. Just, hold your end. Make sure you do what you have to do. Okay, Bomida, thank you. And that's it, Because trying to keep up with people who are trying to make life hard for you can make life hard for you. You understand? So don't give them that. Oh, Janelle, I don't know how you can get... Me, I don't have a pin for myself. I don't know how you can get a pin. Maybe you have to get a free out of a friend. Maybe you have to have a friend who is in government or... I don't know. To be honest, I don't know how you can get a pin. I don't have one myself. So, on that note, I'm wishing everybody again a blessed one, okay? And you want a pin? What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with the pin when you get it? Yeah? What are you going to do with it? I don't know, it's not that serious, man. Don't worry yourself. Agnes, Anyway, all the rest well just the same, and I would like to see you all on the next program. Okay? And I need you to respond when I say in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, ja! No! Alright, Jin. Well, thank you as well for always being part of the process, So we appreciate you just the same. And for those of you who have not shared, share it. Hey, here's the way you come out. Here's the way the day, where it was. Where it was. Anyway, Michelle, take care. Adonna, take care. Alright? Adonna, you look like how to call it now. I have a family member, well, step family member. Her name is Marcia. You look like Marcia. Like, exactly like Marcia. Like your twin sister, Marcia. They say Marcia. People are very chop up your name. It's Marcia. It's a sexy name. Her name is Marcia, not Marcia. Grenadians have no finesse when it comes to pronouncing people's names. They just slap their tongue all over it. Mikey. It's not Mikey. Nor is it Mickey. It's Mikey. Say it with meaning. Mikey. Let me hear you say it. Mikey. Adonna. Agnes. Janelle. Janelle. Michelle. It's not. It's Michelle. You know what I mean? Hazel. Well, I'm guilty too, But I don't understand. You have to have a little finesse when you're pronouncing people's name. That's all I'm saying. Pronounce it with love. Della, yes. Della. It's not Della. It's Della. It's not Della. It's Della. Give us the thing, Hey, Joy. Joy, your name short, so anyhow we slap it, right? Joy, anyhow, there are some names, by the way, anyhow you pronounce it right. Like Joy. There's no wrong way of saying joy. 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 Anyhow you say it. So Joy, you get away. But there are some people with names. Oh my God. Oh God. Anyway, all take care of all yourselves. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again on our next program. Okay? Take care. Shaman. Yeah, we do business, huh? And yeah, I'm looking forward to see you guys. Jacinta. Oh, you like how I pronounce your name, Jacinta? Yeah? Okay. Blessings, all right? Anyway, I'll behave. I'll see you guys. She said, let me go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No! Take care, Grenadians. Take care, one and all. And again, looking forward to seeing you guys on our next program. Good night and goodbye.